reason. I don't think that's right. I think it's a double standard. Like it makes it harder for them, which it shouldn't be.
Yeah, because before
I'll tell you why I think it is the double standard, because typically when you think of a man with 10 kids, you automatically go to he's not taking care of them. Gotcha. So they're not in his day-to-day life. He may go and play weekend daddy or one time a month daddy. So the girl doesn't have to deal with it like that. And ironically, even if they had to deal with it, they would be better suited to deal with it because women are more nurturing than men. So
it's like
a lot of liking kids and wanting to be there and play with the kids.
It is insane, dude. Like, women are like seriously the incredible superheroes.
Oh yeah, you're right.
And you see it firsthand now with having Natalie was already an incredible person and a strong person, but once they have a child, I don't know, it's just innate. It's like something.
You're gonna see so much more now. I mean,
it's ridiculous.
I'm sure you were already seeing a lot anyway. Because just like him, just like Lance was saying, Natalie's an incredible person. So you're gonna see. You already were seeing that, but with motherhood, it just takes it to a whole other level.
Which is why, if you think of pretty much anybody that you ask who's the strongest person in their life, it's always typically the mom.
We don't say their mother. Yep.
Which is So that's interesting.
Yeah, because it's just and just what I got from my experience. You just gotta. It's just more than you just liking the person. So yeah.
But my deal, I don't know. For one, I think women, you can't force dudes. If you force a dude into marrying you, then I'm telling you, you do not want to do that.
That whole he's not that into you thing. Don't push your agenda on the guy because through his actions he's going to tell you who he really is and what you can expect.
Right.
Yeah, people can hide how. I think you could put on a facade for what? Without showing your true colors.
Representative, maybe a calendar year. Because you can do it through the first everything. Because, each birthday, holiday.
I say it depends because it depends on the what your proximity is to that person. If you're living together, you can't make it a whole year without showing your real stuff.
Them true colors are going to come out quick.
Well, but sometimes if you are, like you can, because just like you said, women are nurturing and they don't want to give up on stuff. You see what I'm saying? So
yes, women always want to fix. They always want to fix.
Yeah, so think about the first birthday, the first this, the first that. You go on that first year, you're going through a bunch of firsts. And when families coming over for holiday season, you can kind of like rekindle a little something. But you're right, Mike, it's definitely harder with the proximity. But I think that first year when you're going through the first everythings, you see what I'm saying? You got some time to kind of re-up your facade.
And women are notorious for staying in bad situations for way longer than they should.
Yeah.
Yep. I agree.
That's why I said.
So I mean, that's definitely not a knock towards women at all. It just really shows how nurturing and committed they are to trying to make a bad situation right,
and how they need to be handled with care. If you actually know that, you shouldn't take advantage of that.
I want my daughter to cut them off. Like, I mean, she gonna be cutting them dudes off so fast.
Yep,
real quick.
Which I think it all starts. Got to be men being in their daughter's lives is extremely important.
That's extremely important.
Yeah, so they have a definite standard.
Man, I tell my daughter, she could be just walking by me. I tell her I love her every time I see her. Because the first time she hear I love you from a man, it ain't going to do nothing to her, period.
Not one bit.
Nope. Because I know those dudes. They used to drop I love you to get what they want. Bump that. You tell my daughter you love her, and she's like, all right, cool. You don't love me like my daddy loved me.
You right about that.
But
I know you don't love me if you're trying to take me to Zaxby's.
and as they get older, it actually start developing because mine is 10, soon to be 11, my oldest daughter. So you have to constantly remind them in a loving way what they should wear. Of course, the mother does it as well. Of course, Nita tells her as well. But it's one of those things to where kids, and especially this generation, you have to tell them. So she knows, okay, I'm not wearing. Aspen knows, okay, I'm not wearing this. That's inappropriate. Like, you have to set that standard now. You can't have them walking around thinking that they can wear certain things and that it's okay, because as your daughter gets older, they don't realize that they're really being hunted. Like,
but listen,
that's a good point, man.
You're right. There's a bunch of predators. Ham and I was talking about that before we got on. But for one, I am super, super conservative when it comes to my daughter, or like what I want her to wear. Like, even like the little shorts that she wear around the house, my wife is like, they're just around the house. Like, I don't want to wear them. Like, I don't think, now this is just me personally, but I don't want my daughter wearing a little 2-piece bathing suit.
Yeah.
Like, and Christian's like, it's just a bathing suit. I was like, I don't care.
Because check that, my homeboy, right? He was
and I'm talking about now as a 3-year-old.
No, he got 5 kids, and they one of them is an older girl, one of them is a younger. But he gets pissed off every time he's at the zoo when the white parents have their kids after they finish going on the water rides. Mm-hmm. That they still letting their little girls walk around in their bathing suits through the zoo.
Yeah.
Not around any kind of aquatics. Where all those perverts and stuff at the damn zoo, you know, with the two, once you out the pool, you covering, you got to cover up. You got to do it. And you got to be that anal in terms of like protecting your child, man. Because I told Lance before we got on the air, I was like, when I had my daughter, that's the first time I realized that I would kill somebody.
Yep.
Kill them dead. Like
hands down.
Like ain't no fighting. It was like I will.
There's no negotiation.
No negotiation. Like I even visualize myself living in prison and having the satisfaction that my daughter is safe. Like I do not care now.
Yep.
And I've never had those thoughts before. It was like instantaneous, like bam.
Period.
Yeah. Period.
Yeah. Once you become a parent, all that stuff that you thought you wouldn't do, all that stuff goes totally out the window.
Yep. I mean, you started thinking about like little stuff and we'll wrap it up here too because we were running up on it. But this is little stuff because I was telling him at the daycare they had a dude that was a teacher, and this is early childhood education. So the next class that Larkin would have gone to would have been his class. And I'm a man, and I'm not saying that he can't do his job properly because he's a man. I'm just saying as a father, I don't want him around my little daughter. I don't want him because they need help going to the potty. I don't want none of that. Right. Period.
Right.
Because you don't know him like that.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't trust nobody like that. Not no stranger to me. So luckily he ended up quitting, and we didn't have to go there. But that was something I was wrestling with literally every day. And I was like, "He's a nice guy. Speak to him." And I'm sure he does a great job. But I have a daughter, and I know that they're defenseless, and I don't even want to. Because I would kill somebody. I would, man.
And Lance, the sad part is, even with your son, even with Knox, you would still need to have that type of consideration and concern because people are perverts out there nowadays. Not saying that man was a pervert. Not
at all. But I'm saying I don't. Which is why you don't see men in early childhood education to begin with. Period.
No, you don't. You don't.
Yep.
You don't. Which
you got to worry about them on the back end when they get in high school. You still got to worry about them. So, but anyway, I think it was a good talk, fellers.
Definitely.
We're gonna do a pod on
parenthood.
Like a dad pod, and then we're gonna do one on for women. We can give them the major keys of what to look for to know, let them know when they got a good one. We might need to charge a subscription for that.
Yeah, because they just going to end up paying for the pie and then not paying attention to it like they did with Steve Harvey's book.
Because the dude's going to be mad, like, why you got to say all that?
Yeah, they definitely need.
Because there's some simple stuff that we do that if y'all only knew when we were doing it, that it's a sign that y'all would
just pay attention to details. The devil's in the details. So, I mean, everything is right there in detail. Yeah. So, I mean, if some stuff, if you just really pay attention to it, you'll know. Yeah. It won't be debatable. It won't be something that you have to talk to your homegirls about. You'll know.
The only one I'm going to give you is if you with your man and his phone is completely off and he don't ever get a text or a call. Yeah, think about that for a minute. Because I know I used to power mine down.
Yep.
Take the battery out.
Yep, and if you and your wife...
So clearly that was before iPhone.
Right. Are you and your wife on Find Friends?
Huh?
Oh, you need to take them location settings off.
No, I'm on Find Friends with my wife. I know where she is. She know where I'm at. So
yeah, right. So that if he want to agree,
my wife always know where I'm at. I'm at home.
If he want to agree to get on Find Friends,
now that's what I'm saying. If you ask him, he like, nah, you know,
you need that for him?
Or why you need my fingerprint on your phone? We got both fingerprints on.
Oh, that's smart.
The fingerprint. Yeah. I can go on my wife's phone and text. You can go on my phone and text.
Man, I was messing with my wife the other day. Because we just got a new iPhones, and the new iPhones you got. You know, you had 4 digits before. This one has 6 digits.
No, the update. Yeah, I got 6 on my 6S too.
So it's an update.
Yeah, it's the update.
So she was like, "What's your password?" And I was like, "Why do you need to know my password?" She's like, "I give you mine." So she gave me hers. And I was like, "All right, cool, thanks." And she's like, "What's your password?" She's about to get up and walk. Like,
yeah, you know what? That would be good. That would be really good to discuss because that's often debatable on at what point in the relationship should you have access to your significant other's phone.
Yeah.
Like, to actually get, like, if they say, hey, let me see your phone. At what point should you, at what point in the relationship is that?
When you start saying I love you, all bets are off. When you say I love you, then anything goes. They can bring pain to you. They should be able to have access to whatever. I mean, that, to me, that's the standard. Like, cause you,
yeah, man.
Once you start saying I love you, then anything goes.
Yeah, man.
I totally agree.
So y'all, when y'all get this this pod, y'all listen to the whole thing, and if I'm telling you, you did, and y'all go ahead. And so if you can hear this, you already listened to the whole thing. But y'all make sure y'all comment about, you know, subjects you wanted to extrapolate or continue to talk about, or, you know, expound upon, or some new stuff. And we're gonna end with for the good of the firing squad.
Yeah, for the good of the firing squad. So I'll start this one. So for the good of the firing squad, I saw a video on YouTube, and you should YouTube it. It's called "I'm Not a Bum, I'm a Human," and it was a homeless gentleman who was somebody interviewing, and he was like, he was telling a story about, like, he used to live in the suburbs. He's down on his luck, been homeless for a year, and how humiliating it was for him to shake a cup for money for 24 hours. And he said, you know, some days I would just get enough to get a room. It's only $16. Other days I have to sleep on the street. You know, one dude came by me. He's like, I'd stand at this right outside this train station, and people who know me, they give me clothes, they give me food. They know that I respect them, and they show me respect. And he's like, one guy went by me, he's like, "Bum, why don't you get a job?" And he said it really hurt him. And he said the dude felt so bad about it. And he's like, "I'm not a bum, I'm a human." The dude walked around and apologized. So I don't know, that touched me. It was just really just to hear that, you know what I'm saying? So based on that, I started this kindness challenge. It's like a self thing I've been doing since Monday. And I actually skipped today because I couldn't find anybody. So tomorrow I got to double up. So up to $5, which I calculated is a little over $1,800 a year if you wanted to do that. You don't have to do $5, but do an act of kindness for someone that's less fortunate per day, every single day. Every single day. So on Monday, it was a guy that came to the hookah spot. He needed some money. He wanted to work for it, so he cleaned our windows. I gave him $10. On Tuesday, and this actually taught me a lesson, it's going to the bank right outside on Gervais Street where Mellow Mushroom was. There's a lady sitting out. This is in the morning. She had like a blanket over her. She's obviously homeless. Went over there, I had a $5 bill in my pocket, went over to her and asked her if I could get her something to eat. And I made a mistake by reaching out the $5, assuming that she wanted money. And the first thing she says, "I don't take handouts." And I was like, wow. You know, she said, "I don't take handouts." And I was like, "Are you sure? Is there anything I can do for you? Can I get you something to eat?" And she said, "Can you get me a hot cup of water from Panera Bread?" And I walked to Panera Bread. They gave me the cup for free of water. If she would have went in there, I doubt they would have given it to her for free.
You right.
And I walked back and gave her the cup, and she took out one of those like instant packs of, you know what I'm saying, they got like lemonade or flavored water, and she put that in her cup, and that's all she wanted. She didn't want any money. So my thing was like, I assume that they all want money, but that's not the case. So take time to talk to them. So that's the challenge. I challenge all y'all to do some act of kindness every day, no matter what. It doesn't have to be monetary, but just find a reason to be kind to someone that's less fortunate.
Word, that's solid.
Yeah,
Mike,
so that's mine.
Mike, what you got?
That's real solid.
Mike, it's on you.
Okay, so, oh man, Lance, you kind of caught me off guard with that one, man. That's like a super challenge. Well, not a super challenge, a super thing that you're doing. For the good of firing squad will be to actually follow up and accept your challenge and start on mine first thing tomorrow.
Yep.
And I do work from home, so I will make sure I get out of the house tomorrow to make that happen. Not sure exactly where I'm going to go.
And it could be anything. Open a door for somebody. It can just be something, just an extra thing you do. Speak to someone. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It could be anything. It's just an act of kindness.
It's just like paying it forward, so to speak. So my for the good of firing squad will be to accept that challenge, and starting on that tomorrow. Ham, what you got?
Yeah, for the good of firing squad, I will follow suit as well with the challenge, and still just excited that I get to go home to my daughter at the house because I know she's gonna be up waiting on me because
ready for you.
Yeah, she's up late, and I still got some energy. And it's just a good feeling that all three of us years later can talk about our grown folks relationships and stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's kind of